What if poor circulation, blood sugar problems, and that frustrating brain fog were not separate issues, but actually all symptoms of the same root cause, a breakdown in your body's natural flows? Today, we are revealing one simple 30-second movement that can help to restore the three essential flows of life: the flow of blood, the flow of energy, and the flow of information. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to be our guide through this profound and holistic topic, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life teaching the wisdom of restoring the body's natural flowing rhythms. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. The metaphor of a flowing river is a perfect one for the body. A healthy body is like a clean, flowing river. When the flow becomes blocked, the water becomes stagnant, and life in that river cannot thrive. This one simple movement that we will discuss today is designed to gently remove the blockages and to allow the river of life to flow freely again.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. In this detailed masterclass, Dr. Hinohara is going to walk us through the three essential flows that this one single movement helps to restore. In our journey, we will explore the flow of blood, which is our circulation. We will then explore the flow of energy, which is our metabolism. And finally, we will explore the flow of information, which is our nervous system. It is a beautiful reminder to be good stewards of our health by embracing the simple, blessed, and powerful design of our bodies. If you are ready to learn how to restore your body's natural healthy flows, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free. And this is a deep dive into the interconnectedness of your health that you will not want to miss. Okay, doctor, let's begin our masterclass on the body's three essential flows. Let's start with the most fundamental one, the one that carries life oxygen and nutrients to every single cell in our body. How does this one simple movement that you've described help to restore the flow of blood?
Yes, the flow of blood is the great river of life within us. The simple movement that we will be using throughout our entire protocol today is a very gentle rocking motion of the feet. It is the rocking calf raise. You will simply rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels, and then you will gently rock back onto your heels, lifting your toes. You will do this in a gentle and a continuous rhythm. This simple movement is the most powerful thing that a person can do for a stagnant and a tired circulatory system. I had a patient, a gentleman in his 70s. His legs were in a very poor state. He was suffering from severe swelling in his ankles at the end of every single day. His feet were always cold to the touch, even with thick socks on. And he had very painful and very prominent varicose veins. In our analogy, his river was very blocked and very stagnant. We taught him to do this one simple rocking movement for just a few minutes every single hour while he was sitting in his favorite chair and watching the television. It was the only change that he made to his daily routine.
And the science of what was happening inside his legs from that one simple movement is so incredibly profound. This is the science of what the source text for our video so wisely calls the second heart. Let's break this down for our viewers at home. When you rise up onto your toes, you are powerfully contracting your calf muscles, especially that deep and powerful endurance muscle called the soleus muscle. And when you rock back onto your heels, you are then stretching those same muscles. This continuous pumping action squeezes the deep veins that are inside your lower legs. Now, these veins have a beautiful and a very intelligent series of one-way valves inside of them. So every single time you squeeze, you are pushing that stagnant, deoxygenated blood up from one valve to the next, fighting directly against the force of gravity and helping that blood to return to your heart. You are literally acting as a second heart for your lower body.
But it is not just pumping the blood. At the very same time, it is also pumping your lymphatic fluid.
That's exactly right. The lymphatic system is your body's drainage and its waste removal system. But unlike your circulatory system, it does not have a central pump of its own. It relies completely on our muscle movement to be able to flow. This gentle rocking motion is one of the most effective ways to be able to drain the excess fluid and the metabolic waste from your lower legs. And this is exactly why it is so powerful for reducing that painful swelling, or what doctors call edema. And finally, all of this has a direct and a very positive effect on your primary heart and your chest. By helping to efficiently and powerfully pump the blood back up from your legs, you are dramatically reducing the workload on your heart. Your heart does not have to work as hard to be able to pull that blood back up from your feet. You are making its job easier with every single gentle rock of your feet.
And for my patient, this was his great healing. After about a month of this consistent, gentle, hourly pumping, he came back to my office. The swelling in his ankles was almost completely gone. He told me with a big smile that his feet finally felt warm again at night, and the deep, aching pain that he used to feel from his varicose veins was much, much less. We had simply removed the blockages, and the river of his life began to flow freely again.
It is a truly beautiful and a blessed example of how our body has its own wonderful built-in intelligent systems for healing if we just take the time to gently and to mindfully activate them. So that one simple rocking motion of the feet is a powerful pump for both our blood and for our lymph, which is the very foundation of our flow of blood. It is absolutely incredible. But doctor, you said in the beginning of our conversation that there were two other essential flows that this one movement helps to restore. What is the second and perhaps the most surprising flow of life?
Yes. The second essential flow is the flow of energy. And by this, we are talking about your body's ability to be able to safely and efficiently manage your blood sugar. Our simple rocking calf raise is one of the most powerful natural tools that a person has for doing this. This is so very important for the person who is struggling with their metabolic health. I had a patient, a gentleman, who had been diagnosed with pre-diabetes. His main complaint to me was a constant and a very frustrating feeling of fatigue. He told me that he would eat a meal, and then about an hour later, he would feel a terrible energy crash. His body was not able to properly handle the flow of sugar into his system after he ate. We taught him to do this one simple movement. We instructed him that after every single meal, he should sit comfortably in his chair, and for just 5 minutes, he should do this gentle, rhythmic rocking calf raise. The change for him was absolutely remarkable. The terrible after-meal energy crashes that he had been experiencing for years completely disappeared. He was using his own leg muscles to help him to manage his blood sugar.
That is a truly life-changing story. And the science behind this is one of the most exciting and groundbreaking breakthroughs in metabolism research in the last decade. Let's explain this metabolic superpower of the calf muscle for our viewers at home. As we discussed in part 2, the main muscle that we are activating with this rocking movement is the deep and powerful calf muscle that is called the soleus. Now, what scientists have recently discovered as a source text for our video so brilliantly highlights is that the soleus muscle is completely unique in the entire human body. Most of the muscles in your body require the important hormone insulin to be able to pull sugar or glucose out of your bloodstream to be able to use it as fuel. But the soleus muscle does not need insulin to be able to do this. It uses a completely different in a very special cellular pathway that scientists call non-insulin-mediated glucose uptake. This means that every single time that you are doing this gentle rocking calf, raise your soleus muscle is literally pulling the excess sugar directly out of your bloodstream to be able to burn it as fuel. It is like a sugar vacuum cleaner that is located in your lower legs. This simple action helps to dramatically lower your blood sugar after a meal, and it does this without putting any extra strain on your pancreas to have to produce more insulin. For a person who is dealing with prediabetes or with insulin resistance, this is one of the most powerful and the safest things that they can do to help their body to heal. It is a truly blessed and an incredible backup system that has been built into our bodies, a secret and a very powerful pathway to help us to maintain our metabolic health. This is such groundbreaking and hopeful science, Doctor. We love sharing it with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So this one simple rocking movement of the feet helps to restore the flow of blood and the even more surprising flow of energy in our body. It is a true powerhouse for our physical and our metabolic health. Doctor, what is the third and final flow of life that this one simple exercise can help us to restore?
We have now restored the flow of blood to the tissues and the flow of energy to the cells. Our final and most delicate flow is the flow of information that is happening constantly within our amazing nervous system. This is so very important for the person who is struggling with that frustrating feeling of brain fog and with dizziness. I had a patient, a gentleman who suffered from a very common condition in seniors, which is called orthostatic hypotension. This is the medical term for that feeling of becoming very dizzy and lightheaded when you stand up too quickly. He also told me that his mind just did not feel as sharp as it used to in his younger years. His flow of information was being disrupted.
And both of those symptoms are a clear sign that the flow of information in the body is not working as well as it should be. Let's look at the beautiful science of how this one simple movement helps to restore that flow. First and most directly, as we have already discussed, the powerful pumping action of the calf muscles helps to increase the cerebral blood flow, which is the healthy flow of blood to your brain. More blood flow means more precious oxygen, and more oxygen means a clearer mind and less of that frustrating brain fog. But the second part of the science for your patient's dizziness is absolutely fascinating. The gentle rhythmic movement of this rocking exercise helps to stimulate the baroreceptors. Now, these are special pressure sensors that are located in your blood vessels. This gentle stimulation helps to recalibrate your body's own natural ability to be able to regulate your blood pressure when you change positions, such as when you stand up. It is helping to retrain your nervous system to be smarter and faster in its response. And finally, as we have discussed in our other videos, this kind of slow, rhythmic, and predictable movement is very, very calming to your entire nervous system. It helps to activate your parasympathetic or your rest and heal nervous system. So with this one movement, you are not just improving your circulation, you are also bringing a sense of deep peace and calm to your entire body. So, Doctor, to bring all of this profound science together into one practical action for our viewers, please give us the final detailed instructions for this powerful movement, including the very best times to do it.
Of course. The movement is the rocking calf raise. You can do it either standing or sitting. If you're standing, it is very important that you hold on to something sturdy for support, like the back of a chair or a countertop. You will slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels high. You will hold this position for 3 seconds. You will then slowly lower your heels back down and you will then rock back onto your heels, lifting your toes up towards the ceiling. You will hold this position for 3 seconds. That is one full, beautiful repetition. You should aim for about 15 to 20 of these repetitions in one set. And as the source text so wisely recommends, you can and you should do this several times throughout the day. It is a wonderful thing to do first thing in the morning to help clear out all of the stagnation that has built up in your body overnight. It is the perfect exercise to do for just 30 seconds after any long period of sitting to get the blood flowing again. And it is a very calming and a very grounding thing to do right before you go to bed to help prepare your body for a peaceful night of sleep.
And what was the result for your patient with the dizziness, doctor?
For him, this simple daily habit helped his body to relearn how to properly manage its blood pressure. The dizzy spells that he used to get when he stood up became much, much less frequent. He told me that he finally felt in control of his own body again. That is a wonderful and a very hopeful story. It shows that by gently working with our body's blessed design, we can help it to remember how to heal itself.
Doctor, this has been an incredible and a very profound masterclass. You have taught us that with one single simple movement, we can help to restore our body's 3 flows of life. It is a powerful and a truly holistic way to improve our circulation. We have learned how this one movement helps to restore the flow of blood, the flow of energy through our blood sugar regulation, and the flow of information in our nervous system. This is a profound and a very hopeful approach to senior health. By creating that simple 30-second unkinging break throughout our day, our viewers can take a direct and a very real step to improving their circulation and feeling more energized and more clear-headed. This knowledge is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy that is accessible to absolutely everyone. It is a practical daily way to invest in your long-term circulation and to help protect your brain, your metabolism, and your heart from the dangers of stagnation. Now, doctor, this has been an incredible guide to this one powerful movement. But for our viewers at home, the most difficult part is often not learning the exercise, but making it a consistent daily habit. What is your wisdom on how to make this a joyful and a lifelong practice?
That is an excellent and a very important question. There are 3 simple secrets to creating a lasting habit. First, you must connect it to an existing habit. Do not try to create a new time in your day to remember to do this. Instead, attach this movement to something that you already do every single day. Perhaps you will do it for 30 seconds every time you finish brushing your teeth. Or you can do it for 1 minute every time your coffee maker finishes brewing. You must link the new habit to an old one. Second, you must focus on the feeling, not just on the action. Do not see this as another chore to do. See it as a gift that you are giving your body. Pay very close attention to how you feel in the moments after you do the movement. Do your legs feel a little warmer? Does your mind feel a little clearer? Does your body feel a little lighter? That beautiful positive feeling is the greatest motivator to continue the practice. And third, you must choose gentle consistency over perfection. If you forget to do it for 1 day, you must not scold yourself. You simply begin again with a smile on the next day. A great river carves a canyon, not with one great powerful flood, but with a steady and a constant flow day after day. You must be like the river.
That is beautiful and very practical wisdom for building any healthy habit.
I want to leave you with this one final thought. Your body does not need to be fixed. It simply needs to be reminded of its own natural and beautiful rhythms. This simple, gentle movement is a beautiful reminder. It is a conversation that you can have with your body every single day to awaken its own healing flow.
That is a beautiful message, Doctor. A conversation to awaken our healing flow. It's a wonderful reminder to be good stewards of our health by embracing the simple, blessed, and powerful design of our bodies. And of course, it is always wise to speak with your personal doctor or a physical therapist before starting any new movement routine, especially if you have any existing health conditions like balance issues or heart disease. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. If you found this guide empowering and you are excited to try this simple movement, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you want to help stay healthy and active. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which of the three flows, the flow of blood, the flow of energy, or the flow of information, are you most excited to restore in your own body? Please share your goals in the comments below. Thank you for being with us. Be well.